Yeah, YouTube family, see the settings. Maverick in the space again, still the best and most credible. Still fair and fearless. And around the football, me message to them. Jamaica, I have hug up a crushing Bob Marley against Guatemala in the first game of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. This is the same Guatemala team, you know, where we beat up the other day in a stadium 3-0, you know. And the whole world is wax lyrical, including the Maverick, about how brilliant the team look and how exceptional Leon Bailey was. Same team, cut we back down to size and carry back down to reality. Back to, you know that song there? Back to life, back to reality. Well, at that reach, the Jamaica team and the coaching staff and the entire fan base. One love, clueless Jamaica look in the game, people. And that's one of the things, the wonderful thing about sports, you know. No result, no put on nobody hard. You have to play football. This is the first time Guatemala have beat Jamaica in over 15 years, you know. This is the first time they have beat you at the World Cup. I think we meet them 6 or 7 times at the World Cup. And we beat them every time we see them. And just to the people who don't know, because a couple of people have called me phone and asked me, this is not a World Cup qualifier, you know. The one we played in the stadium the other day was a World Cup qualifier. This is the CONCACAF Gold Cup, which is a completely separate competition than obviously the World Cup qualifiers. But one of the big disappointment to me, apart from the football on the field, because the football was disastrous. Again, we got back to square one in terms of how we look in a midfield. We couldn't make 2 passes, we couldn't make 3 passes, we couldn't make 4 passes. The midfield composition never helped the team. We are playing for defense to forward and try find Leon Bailey and I try find Ronaldo Cephas. The number 9, Brown, was isolated for the most part. I know when a striker isolated, him are going to be rendered ineffective time I play against 5 or 6 players. The transition game was non-existent. Mr. Jamaica could not put 5 passes together, people. For the first about 20-30 minutes of the game, we don't put 3 passes together. Even in our turn, you know. You know that defensive, when you have your defensive shape and you have knock on the ball in a defensive turn, you try and pull out the opponent. Even the phase of the game that we don't struggle with. Simple pass, 5-10 yard pass, a man and knock it behind the player and knock it far in front of the player and the ball and get intercepted. We move from one of the best performances in the World Cup qualifier in a stadium to one of the worst performances in this World Cup opener. Disastrous. And if you make matters worse now, me go listen to the Jamaica Reggae Boys coach now, Steve McLaren, attack after the game, Papa Jesus. The man sound like him have a clue. Sound like him have a clue about what went wrong and how him could adjust and make a difference in the game. All the man spent the press conference though, a big up Guatemala. So they were aggressive, they played harder, they won all the 50-50 balls, they wanted it more, they this, they that. Not at all. The man not talk about what his team did wrong and the basic fundamentals when get wrong and what he could have done differently, why he could have tweak, why he could have adjust. Not like that. And the bag of waste man them in the press conference and ask him question, them not help the cause either, because I be a foolish system and ask him. People, after we beat the Guatemala 3-0 the other day, you know, same Guatemala, yeah, and then right on the heels of that now, we get the final round World Cup draw, where we have Trinidad, Curacao, and Bermuda to play in a one group, and the top of the group they go to World Cup. You know, say optimism that fly high. Maverick up on this platform and telling us, say, 18 points me say no. But after the defeat, you know, we have to start check myself again and say, yo, maybe we're not so good after all. We just back to square one so fast. Against, well, it's not really the same opponents to be honest, you know. Because Guatemala, they play a weak team in the World Cup qualifier. Because they made qualify for the final round already. So they actually make 9 change for the game, you know. But Jamaica basically play the same thing. I think we made like 2 changes to the starting 11. But we look like a rubbish team again, people. Right, rubbish team again. And how long the coach take to make adjustments and even if I go to them bench was also bewildering to me. One little point of optimism though for all the people who still have thoughts for Jamaica going to the World Cup, including me, In the qualifying group where we're in now, we're not going to play teams like Guatemala, which is a different type of team than the Caribbean teams. We're going to play 3 Caribbean teams, which pose a different kind of challenge. And to be honest, I'm fair to the coach. He did mention that in the press conference while he was rambling, say, you know, the Central American teams pose one kind of threat and the Caribbean teams pose a different kind of threat. He spoke to the physicality of the Caribbean teams, and then I think he spoke more about it, the technical organization of the Central American team then. So on a Guatemala and them kind of team we are going to play in the qualifiers. It's team like Guadeloupe and well, Curacao, Trinidad and Bermuda. Typical Caribbean teams. But you don't look good, people. We back down to earth, we back down to size. Me I tell you, brother. And look here, you see Damian Lowe? Me always a defend Damian Lowe, you know, as the heart and soul of the team, and the man would have in my starting lineup would have find a way to put him on the field, but Papa Jesus. Some man always tell me say them not trust Damian Lowe because him head too hot and him too rash and erratic. Boy, the man, as the game started, you see the man start the foolishness. The man could have been half on the field, you know. He make a dot, he's a tolerant referee, you know. That referee when do that game, there's a tolerant referee. Him hardly blow him game and it's only when things extreme him go feel card. But the man look could have been run off the field, we could be playing with 10, you know. From the game start, the man jump in a wild tackle. And shortly after that, him jump in another wild tackle. And this very tolerant referee couldn't help but to give him a yellow card. And him keep nagging the referee, brother. We always a defend the ball here, but God know. You know, we have learned more and more about the team. Jonathan Russell, that are the tall new baller when at the middle of the park. Remember me that tell you say, him scored 2 goals already, but me just think him look clumsy. He was clumsiness personified in the middle of the park yesterday. After nothing at all. Me see him make 1 turn. And after that, me don't see him again. Demario Gray was missing. Leon Bailey moved from 9 out of 10 for the game in a stadium to about 3 out of 10 for the game. And nothing at all. The most, as usual, again, the most threatening moment came when Cephas get isolated one time and make a dart down the left flank and pull back a square and the defender them clear it. And from that clearance, them go right down on the other side of the park, was score the goal for me. And the defending for the goal was atrocious. Ethan Pinnock jump on the one ball and try to edit. And nobody not close down the ball when it got. It was a woeful performance, people. Discouraging performance, people. Miserable performance by Jamaica people. Depressing performance, me I telling the people. We don't go around it. Yeah, man, we have to call it as we say it. Them play good with and we give them flowers. Them wipe out all of that was a rubbish performance. Make it look like Jamaica. You know enough Jamaican fans there. Let's say Jamaica can't play football, you know. Will you give them man some strength, you know? We taught them something because we look like we can't play football yesterday. I don't lie to you. And the coaching staff look clueless. By that time, they stand up on the sideline in one bag argument. And the side not pay nothing. And we're supposed to have a deep squad. Eh? Rubbish, we could put 2 passes together. We have a next game Friday. Think we have Guadeloupe Friday and then we have Panama. After that, we don't know, it look like we can't come home. Because we can't beat Panama. We don't have a record to beat Panama. It's like how Guatemala don't have a record to beat we and then beat we. Well, we have to go do that something to Panama to survive in that tournament. I mean, we are going to cope with Guadeloupe. We expect so we are going to beat Guadeloupe. But Panama are our bogey team where we can't beat. So we have to just hope, say, like how Guatemala beat we have for them bogey team. We can go beat Panama over our bogey team and try advance to the next one. Because we need the game, them, you know. We need as much game as possible in that tournament here to prepare for the World Cup and to learn more about these players, especially the newer players who are coming at the team. Come here, tell us one of my worry that all along, you know. The newer players who are coming at the team, we don't really know them. Well, I don't know, midfield people, midfield. Isaac Eden did miss him from the game in Jamaica, but Latimer dear, Jesus Christ, it was an awful performance, people. It was a turn-off performance. The performance are coming like a girl with bad breath. So the performance are coming. A girl, where man a look, and you discover, say she have bad breath. Turn off. Massive turn off, people. Jesus, peace. You know when a cow give a bucket of milk and just kick it over? And that the reggae boys do with that performance. Anyway. Me gone before me talk when me know fi talk. Me bex man. Side not playing nothing. Side not playing nothing, people. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? I hear my man. Side left me gloomy like the weather. Weather gloomy. Watch out the weather gloomy. Maverick a step here, man. No, me not step, me a drive. See me mood, me don't want to see me eye, cause tears in there. Gloomy like the weather. Out.